Skills to prepare before letting your child sleep away from home. Helping them feel confident for their first nights away. Dear parents, our children grow up every day. And there will come a time when they take part in exciting activities that require them to spend a few nights away from home, like going on a class trip, or staying over at their grandparents' or a friend's house. These first experiences are bound to stir a bit of anxiety and worry for both children and parents. Right? So how can we best prepare to ensure that our children have fun, safe, and positive experiences during their first nights away from home? Let's talk about how to help your child get ready. Today's discussion will focus on a few key points. First, we'll look at how to openly talk with your child and help them picture the upcoming trip. Next, we'll cover how to teach them simple problem-solving strategies for when parents aren't around. And most importantly, we'll emphasize that parents are always a secure emotional anchor, helping their children feel reassured, even if they don't feel completely ready. Now, let's dive into the details. How do you know if your child is ready to sleep away from home? The first and perhaps biggest concern for most parents is my child really ready to sleep away from home? Every child is unique, with different development speeds and levels of independence. There's no perfect age for this milestone. Instead, parents should take time to observe and consider their own child's individual readiness. Ask yourself, can your child fall asleep independently in their own room without you sitting nearby? Do they go to bed on time and sleep through the night peacefully in their own bed? When facing minor age-appropriate challenges, do they try to solve them on their own? Or do they always wait for help? Sleep quality is another important factor. Does your child sleep soundly through the night? Or do they frequently wake up, startle easily, or struggle to fall back asleep? If they do, are they able to comfort themselves without needing you there? Also, observe their emotional response to separation. Do they get overly anxious or clingy when anticipating time away from you? How your child views the world also matters. Do they see it as a safe and exciting place to explore? Or as something scary and threatening? Try to recall how your child responded during past stays with grandparents or other relatives. Were they adaptable to sudden changes in plans? And how about communication? Can they clearly express their needs, wants, or feelings to people other than their parents? Finally, when your child is upset, scared, or sad, can they regulate their emotions on their own? Or do they always rely on you for comfort? Answering these questions will give you clearer insight into your child's readiness for this new adventure. Talking to your child before the trip. Once you feel your child is ready, the next essential step is talking with them. Whether they'll be staying with close family, at a friend's house, or going on a school camping trip, having conversations about what to expect is very important. If your child is staying with relatives or friends, take the initiative to contact the host and ask about the evening schedule. What time is dinner? Are there group activities? When is bedtime? Where will they sleep? Then, share this information with your child in a cheerful and enthusiastic way. Knowing in advance what will happen and where things are will ease a lot of anxiety and make everything feel more familiar. If it's a camping trip, discuss all aspects together. What kind of food and drinks there will be. What the sleeping arrangements look like. Whether bathrooms are convenient. And what fun activities are planned. When both you and your child can visualize the setting and schedule, the nervousness will decrease, replaced by curiosity and excitement. This mental preparation makes your child feel more in control and less surprised by the unfamiliar. Teaching your child about safety and personal boundaries. A common concern when a child spends the night away from home is how to keep them safe without your direct supervision. This is exactly why teaching children about personal boundaries and safety is crucial. Start with the basics. From as early as age 4, you can teach your child the difference between good touch and bad touch. Good touches are loving gestures from family like hugs, kisses, or holding hands. Bad touches are ones that make your child uncomfortable, especially in private areas of the body. Let your child know that their body belongs to them. No one has the right to touch their private parts without permission. And they have every right to say no. If you find this topic difficult to bring up, there are age-appropriate resources on body safety and sex education that can help. The key is to stay calm, open, and non-judgmental so your child feels safe sharing anything with you. There are other boundaries to talk about too, like physical aggression. Sometimes in a group, especially among boys, there may be roughhousing or teasing that goes too far. Teach your child how to recognize these situations, how to respond, and when to seek help from a trusted adult. Also discuss inappropriate conversations or secrets that make them feel uncomfortable. Another important tip is to ensure your child knows your full name, phone numbers, and home address. Ideally, write this information down and put it in their backpack or pocket. Teach them emergency numbers, like 911, or the equivalent in your country, and when to use them. Being prepared for emergencies helps your child feel more secure and confident. Bringing a familiar comfort item. It might sound like a small detail, but don't underestimate the comfort of a familiar object from home. Bringing something your child is emotionally attached to can provide incredible reassurance and comfort in a strange place. This could be a favorite stuffed animal, a cozy blanket, a small toy, a family photo, or even a drawing your child made. These items carry the familiar smell and emotional warmth of home, helping your child feel safe and connected. If your child is fairly confident already, consider printing a small family photo or a picture of your child with you, and putting it into a keychain or small necklace they can carry. When they feel a little homesick or nervous, seeing that photo can remind them of your love and support. You can also write a few short, loving notes or motivational messages and tuck them into their luggage, something they can read when they need an emotional boost. It's normal to be nervous. Talk about their feelings. Even if your child seems ready, it's completely normal for them to feel a bit nervous, uneasy, or uncomfortable before their first overnight away from home. Don't brush off or downplay their feelings. Instead, acknowledge and normalize them. Spend quality one-on-one time with your child to talk about these emotions. Put away your phone, pause your tasks, and give them your full attention. Ask how they're feeling and what might be worrying them. Listen sincerely and with empathy. Encouraging your child to express their feelings not only helps them process their fears but also builds their emotional and social maturity. A great time to do this is while packing together for the trip. Sometimes children won't directly express what's bothering them. If you sense unease, try asking open-ended questions like, "How do you feel about staying at your friend's house tonight?" Or, "Are you excited or a little nervous about camping?" Their feelings may fluctuate, one moment excited, the next hesitant. That's perfectly normal too. However, if your child consistently shows extreme worry, ongoing fear, or keeps asking to back out, that might be a sign they're not quite ready yet, and it's okay to reconsider. Always have a backup plan. You can come home anytime. Lastly, one of the most comforting things you can do is to let your child know they can come home if they need or want to. Even if they're excited, knowing there's a safe exit gives them a greater sense of control and confidence. Ideally, make a clear backup plan with your child. For example, if you feel uncomfortable or really miss home, you can call me anytime. I'll come get you. Or, you can tell your teacher or your friend's parents that you'd like to call us. This helps take off the pressure to stick it out at all costs, and prevents your child from feeling like a burden if they realize they're not ready. In some cases, you can also gently negotiate a trial period to ease their anxiety. For example, why don't you stay and play for an hour or two first? If you still want to come home, just call me. Or with a longer trip, Try to join the first day's activities. You might find it really fun. If you're still not feeling okay after that, we'll figure it out. This gives your child time to adjust, and often, once they're engaged, they may not want to leave at all. Final words. Preparing your child for their first nights away from home takes patience, understanding, and support from parents. By assessing their readiness, having open conversations, teaching safety skills, providing comfort items, and assuring them that you're always there, along with a clear backup plan, you're helping your child build confidence and resilience to explore the wider world. Wishing you and your child joyful and memorable experiences ahead.